Welcome to At Home with Music. I'm Leon Olguin, or you can call me Mr. O, especially if you're a young student and you don't feel right calling me by my first name and you can't remember how to pronounce or even spell my last name. I get a lot of variations on the name Olguin. I'll tell you about those someday. But for now, you can just call me Mr. O. Continuing with the benefits of music education. I was just kind of peeking at the article here so I don't miss one. And we're down to, in the article, this is listed as number 9. I don't think I'm going to keep track of the numbers much anymore. Just going to go through some of these very quickly because they're very self-explanatory. So reading from the article here. Once again, this article is from the article, it's from the National Association for Music Education, 20 Important Benefits of Music in Our Schools. Written, of course, for public schools, but these are benefits to be gained from homeschool students as well. Why you should be teaching your students music, teaching them about music, and encouraging them to learn to play an instrument. I always encourage, by the way, all music students should learn to play the piano, or at least learn their way around the keyboard. And there's going to be another series of videos here on At Home with Music, which will constitute an introduction to the piano. Or most people have keyboards nowadays. It's basically a piano with electronics in it. And in fact, you can see my keyboard behind me here in my studio, up here up on the mountain that I live on here in Asheville, North Carolina. Anyway, some of the other benefits. Students learn pattern recognition. Children can develop their math and pattern recognition skills with the help of musical education. Playing music offers repetition in a fun format. Better SAT scores. This is benefit number 10 from the article. Students who have experience with music performance or appreciation score higher on the SAT. One report indicates 63 points higher on verbal and 44 points higher on math for students in music appreciation courses. So that's one of the emphases here and at Home with Music. We're going to be dealing with music appreciation, music education, an introduction to the piano, which we can use the highfalutin term music theory, learn about chords and music notes and how to read music and so on. Benefit number 11 from the article, fine-tuned auditory skills. Musicians can better detect meaningful, information-bearing elements in sounds like the emotional meaning in a baby's cry. Students who practice music can have better auditory attention and pick out predictable patterns from surrounding noise. Another benefit, music builds imagination and intellectual curiosity. Introducing music in the early childhood years can help foster a positive attitude toward learning and curiosity. Artistic education develops the whole brain and develops a child's imagination. This one, being of course a lifelong musician, has a personal application to me. When I started learning music, I started studying piano right about the time I turned 12, and I studied under various teachers until I was 22 when I graduated from college. And what that did for me mentally was it fostered within me a desire to keep learning. My education didn't end when I walked off the college campus in 1980. Now you can guess how old I am. I graduated from college in 1980. And I did go to graduate school as well, and I was actually studying, I was in a biblical studies program. But that desire to keep learning, in a sense to become my own teacher, it has continued. So I left college with a thorough knowledge of classical music. I was a classically trained pianist, and my specialty as a piano player was accompanying. I was never really interested in being a big flashy solo piano player on stage at Carnegie Hall. What I really loved doing and continue to do to this day is accompany singers and other instrumentalists. And so that's what I did as a musician. But I have continued to learn new things as I went through it. Just learning music fostered within me that desire to keep learning, and also develop my imagination. I became a composer. I've been a songwriter for many years and have had many songs published and performed and recorded. And that's been a tremendous blessing in my life. And so not only did I learn classical music, but later on in my career, I learned how to play the standards from the Great American Songbook, all those great old songs that guys like Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett and Mel Torme would do, and even some modern day musicians like Diana Krall have used these great songs, which I learned how to play in the 90s when I started playing in a society band. Basically a band that would play for these high society events at country clubs and yacht clubs and private homes. Basically, this is when I lived in Florida, and we were going up and down the coast of Florida and into the main part of Florida and playing in all these wonderful places, and playing for a lot of the people that you might call members of the greatest generation. They would come and they would dance to these songs, and they would say how much they appreciated the music, and I learned how to play this. My agent at the time gave me a tremendous opportunity to learn this whole new repertoire that I had no idea existed when I was in college. And then later on, I learned how to play jazz. I learned how to play R&B. I learned how to play soul music. I learned New Orleans jazz because I was working with a fabulous and very charismatic singer in Florida. I'll embarrass her. Her name was Sybil Gage. You can look her up online. She's still performing to this day. Unfortunately, I don't get to work with her very much anymore because I'm up here in Asheville and she's still down there in Florida. But she gave me the opportunity to learn how to play jazz and old R&B songs and so on, like I mentioned, stuff that I knew existed but had never learned how to play. And keeping in line with my desire to be an accompanist, not necessarily a soloist, I learned how to play in these different styles. And this was because I had that desire that was fostered in me from my music education to continue to increase the things that I knew. I still have that curiosity today. And one of the things I've learned being a music teacher is that when I want to learn something myself, I have that desire to acquire that knowledge, and then I have the opportunity to share that with you as a homeschool teacher or with you as a homeschool student, and we can all increase our knowledge together. What a tremendous privilege that is for me. And I just have that desire to foster that positive attitude towards learning and curiosity, not only in a student, but also in you as a homeschool teacher. Once you foster that positive attitude towards learning, you can pass that attitude on to your children, to your students. And let me add one more. Music can be relaxing. Reading from the article, students can fight stress by learning to play music. Soothing music is especially helpful in helping kids relax. Music can be helpful just listening to soothing music. One of my ongoing music projects, I have this kind of a coalition of musicians, and we produce music under the name Easy Chair Audio. In fact, I'll put some links to some of the Easy Chair Audio videos. This is something that I just got started, and it's music to help you relax, and it's music that I found very relaxing to play and to produce. And maybe you even have some songs that you like to listen to, or types of music that you like to listen to that just help you relax. All right, that's some of the more benefits, and there's still a few more. And we're going to run through the rest of these in the next couple of videos. And then I'll tell you about some of the ones that I've added to this list of 20 benefits. So once again, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment on this video. And incidentally, if you have any pieces of music that you found to be very relaxing to listen to, let me know about them so that I can look them up and listen to them myself when I need a time to relax. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I think I may have already said that. And I'll talk to you in the next one.